I think you had a full-on, smooching scene with Tara Deshpande as well in that movie, I believe.
Yeah, that was part of the game. A gangster's secretary serves many purposes, I suppose.
Too many of our grossly overpaid stars shouldn't be even allowed in front of a movie camera. There should be a law preventing such people from acting. Now, there can be a more juicy statement than that, in fact.
Yeah, is that juicy? I don't know. I just thought that it was correct. I've never understood the criterion for success, so-called success in our film industry.
Right.
And why certain people are labelled stars and some people are not.
And you're a major cricket fan, in
Oh,
fact.
I love cricket.
Right. You played cricket at a certain level as well, I believe.
No, I wish I had.
Right.
I only played for my school. Then by the time I came to college, I got more interested in girls than in cricket.
You want to become an actor because you want to meet girls.
We all become actors for some such reason. Either we want to meet girls or we have a crush on some lady teacher who's directing.
Right. It's indeed a huge honor to have Mr. Naseeruddin Shah here in Goa with us. So wonderful to have you back on Bollywood Hungama.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Shah is on the sets of Jackpot here in Goa. First of all, belated happy birthday to you, sir,
Thank you.
for 20th July. And something about Jackpot, you're back with Kaizad Gustad, the Bombay Boys guy.
Yeah, I recently watched Bombay Boys again and I got very nostalgic. I really like that film. I consider my performance in it to be among my better ones. I had great fun doing the film and it was also pretty successful.
Right.
Then the producers went and dubbed it in Hindi and destroyed it. Unfortunately, the English version doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's happened to the negative, but the Hindi version exists. It's a terrible one. So I wouldn't recommend any of you to see it in the Hindi version. But I really enjoyed that film and I like Kaizad very much. He's a friend. He's had a bit of bad luck in between.
Right.
So I was keen to work with him again and here we are.
Right. And I think you had a full-on, smooching scene with Tara Deshpande as well in that movie, I believe.
Yeah, that was part of the game.
भाईगिरी को छोड़ सब भाई का अंडा क्यों रहता भाई को देगा त्रास
Now, Jackpot, what exactly, you're playing, I think, the boss of a casino, in fact.
I'm playing a boss of a casino who is also a bit of a freak, who wears dreadlocks and carries a gun all the time. And it's a very over-the-top character, the kind Kaizad usually writes, the kind he wrote for Boom also, which was not so successful.
Right.
But I think he identifies more closely with the villains in the scripts that he writes.
Right.
There's more of him in the villain characters
Right.
rather than in the hero characters. And it's great fun. I'm almost through with my work. I've had a ball.
Right. You're having Sunny Leone in the film as well. I think she's playing the.
She's the mall.
She's
actually the central character.
She's the secretary as well, I believe.
A gangster's secretary serves many purposes, I suppose. And the three of them, that is Sachin and Bharat and Sunny, are a sort of a gang. Everybody's trying to outwit everybody else, basically.
Right.
It's that kind of cat and mouse script.
And they're having they're trying to outdo you, and you're having a plan for them as well, I believe.
Yes, and everybody gets outdone by circumstances in the end.
Mr. Shah, it's always indeed a player talking to the best part is that you're blunt about your statements and you're not politically correct, which is which is fantastic because many a times in Bollywood we come across people who have a lot of very right things to say. In fact, I was watching one of your interviews for Tehelka recently, and you've said that too many of our grossly overpaid stars shouldn't be even allowed in front of a movie camera. There should be a law preventing such people from acting. Now, there can be a more juicy statement than that, in fact.
Is that juicy? I don't know. I just thought that it was correct, and I've never understood the criterion for success, so-called success in our film industry.
Right.
And why certain people are labeled stars and some people are not.
Right.
It's at times it seems like a bit of a conspiracy to promote only a certain kind of actor.
Right.
So yeah, that's what I meant. I didn't intend it to be juicy. If you found it juicy, that's good.
Right. But any hint towards any of the actors that you are referring to?
Look, I don't want to get personal with anybody.
Right.
And I have no personal problems with anybody.
Right.
But I mean, look around you and you'll see who I'm talking about.
In fact, you've also said that talent is directly proportional to the work that you put in, and you've also quoted someone as there is no such thing as talent, but there's something as lack of talent.
Yeah, that's a very provocative statement, and it gets a lot of reactions from people.
Right.
I've had many arguments with people about that.
Right.
But what it basically means, if you leave aside the sort of vagueness of that statement, is that you have to find your right place in life.
Right.
And if you're lucky enough to do that, then you have a happy and fulfilling life.
Right.
To give you a tangible example, we went to Pakistan with our plays, Ismat Apa Ke Naam,
Right.
in which I have a 45-minute monologue, which is a story actually, which I tell. And Mr. Imran Khan was there to see the performance. And he came backstage and he says, I can't believe how you can do this. How do you manage to learn these lines and to keep your... So I said, how do you manage to bowl 50 overs a day at the most furious pace and not give up and not get tired? I couldn't do that. And he was saying the same thing about I could never do this. So I said, yeah, we're all born with our own roles, somewhat determined by fate.
And you're a major cricket fan, in
Oh,
fact.
I love cricket.
Right. You played cricket at a certain level as well, I believe.
No, I wish I had.
Right.
I only played for my school. Then by the time I came to college, I got more interested in girls than in cricket.
Right.
So I gave up cricket.
In fact, sir, you have said in the same interview that you want to become an actor because you want to meet girls.
Dustin Hoffman said that.
Right.
And I completely agree.
Right.
Nobody becomes an actor because he wants to be a serious artist or to serve cinema or anything like that.
Right.
We all become actors for some such reason. Either we want to meet girls or we have a crush on some lady teacher who's directing.
Right.
Or we want to be seen and looked at, and we want people to react to us and we want people to like us. That's why we become actors.